Welcome to Ping 24 Updates, where you get the most important news and stories from around the world every day. Subscribe my channel and click the bell icon to stay informed. On August 22, 2025, headlines around the world announce a bold new reality in the South China Sea, a region long marked by tension and uncertainty. The Philippines has completed a 3-kilometer military runway on a disputed Spratly Island, a direct and unmistakable answer to years of Chinese island building and expansion in these contested waters. This is more than just construction. It's a powerful declaration of sovereignty and intent in one of the world's most hotly contested maritime regions where every move is closely watched. For years, China's artificial islands and sprawling air bases have gone largely unchallenged, shifting the balance of power and redrawing the map with concrete and sand. Now, Manila is changing the equation, signaling a new era of assertiveness and resolve in defending its claims. The runway marks a dramatic shift from legal protests and diplomatic notes to tangible military capability, a forward base that projects Philippine power and presence deep into the disputed sea. It sends a clear message to Beijing and the world. The West Philippine Sea is not up for grabs, and the Philippines is ready to defend its territory. By building a runway capable of hosting advanced jets and heavy transports, the Philippines is creating facts on the reef, irreversible changes that force a response from China and alter the status quo. This calculated risk raises the cost of Chinese aggression, increases the stakes, and escalates the potential for confrontation in these already volatile waters. The world watches with bated breath, as governments and analysts everywhere wait for Beijing's next move in this pivotal moment that could reshape regional security. The silence of construction has now given way to the tense quiet of a geopolitical standoff, as the future of the South China Sea hangs in the balance. The new runway is a game-changer for the Philippine military, representing far more than just a strip of asphalt on a remote island. It's a bold statement of presence and capability in one of the world's most hotly contested regions. Its impressive length allows for the deployment of both advanced fighter jets and heavy transport planes directly into the heart of the Spratlys, extending the operational reach of the Philippine Air Force and Navy far beyond what was ever possible from mainland bases. This means that the Philippines can now project power and maintain a credible presence much closer to the disputed waters. With this new capability, Philippine forces are able to launch sustained aerial patrols and conduct real-time surveillance missions from the very center of the disputed sea, providing a constant watch over the surrounding waters and airspace. This forward presence means better monitoring of Chinese vessels, allowing for quicker identification and tracking of foreign ships operating near Philippine-claimed territories. It also enables a much faster response to emergencies, natural disasters, or incursions, with troops and equipment able to mobilize at a moment's notice. Supported by state-of-the-art radar and advanced communication systems, the runway transforms the island into an unsinkable eye in the sky, providing early warning and situational awareness across the region. It's also a vital logistical hub, enabling rapid reinforcement and resupply. What was once a remote and vulnerable outpost is now a defensible garrison, capable of sustaining operations for extended periods. The improved logistics ensure that troops stationed on these islands are well supplied with food, equipment, and ammunition, reducing their isolation and boosting morale. And in times of crisis, personnel can be evacuated quickly and safely, whether due to medical emergencies or escalating tensions. While the Philippines can't match China's overwhelming military might, the new runway complicates Beijing's strategic calculations, forcing them to reconsider their every move in the region. Any act of aggression now risks triggering a swift, localized military response, making it clear that the Philippines is ready and able to defend its interests. Chinese vessels can no longer operate with impunity. Gray zone tactics just got riskier as every maneuver is now under closer watch and can be countered more effectively. The runway doesn't create parity, but it undeniably strengthens the Philippines' defensive posture, turning a once isolated island into a symbol of resilience and resolve in the South China Sea. The South China Sea's disputes are centuries old, but recent decades have seen tensions spike. The Philippines' claim is rooted in geography and international law, clashing directly with China's sweeping 9-dash line. Incidents like China's 1995 occupation of Mischief Reef and the 2012 Scarborough Shoal standoff exposed Manila's vulnerability. In response, the Philippines won a landmark 2016 legal victory at The Hague, invalidating China's claims, yet Beijing ignored the ruling. Past administrations tried diplomacy, but Chinese encroachment continued. Now, Manila is taking a firmer stance, investing in hard power after years of frustration. The new runway is a physical assertion of the 2016 Arbitral Award, a move to enforce legal rights with credible military presence. It's a recognition that sovereignty here must be actively defended, not just declared. Decades of frustration have led to this decisive step. China sees the new Philippine runway as a direct challenge to its dominance in the South China Sea. Expect an intensified campaign of gray zone operations, more Chinese Coast Guard and militia vessels, aggressive shadowing, and harassment of Philippine ships. These tactics aim to assert control without open conflict, making Manila's operations costly and difficult. Diplomatically, Beijing will condemn the runway as militarization, framing the Philippines as a U.S. puppet and threatening economic consequences. China's goals show it still controls the waters, regardless of Manila's new base. The most concerning risk is a provocative military move, like declaring an air defense identification zone or staging exercises near the island. China could also occupy another unclaimed feature to shift the balance. Each step would escalate tensions, pushing the region closer to crisis. The Philippines' move forces Beijing to choose between escalation and restraint. The standoff is now set. The construction of the new runway in the Spratly Islands is deeply intertwined with the revitalized U.S.-Philippine alliance. It's not just a local infrastructure project, it's a clear signal of growing cooperation and shared strategic interests between the two countries, especially in the face of rising regional tensions. The Mutual Defense Treaty, signed decades ago, now looms larger than ever. Washington has recently reaffirmed its commitment to defend Philippine forces if they come under attack in the South China Sea, sending a strong message to both allies and rivals in the region. This security guarantee emboldens Manila, giving the Philippines the confidence to take assertive steps in defending its maritime claims, actions it might have hesitated to take without the backing of a powerful ally. U.S. support now includes not only military aid, but also regular joint exercises and advanced intelligence sharing. These efforts are all focused on strengthening the Philippines' maritime defense capabilities and ensuring rapid response to any threats. Under the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, the U.S. has gained access to key Philippine bases, allowing it to pre-position supplies and equipment for quick deployment. This arrangement significantly boosts the ability of both nations to respond to emergencies or crises in the region. The new runway in the Spratlys, while officially a Philippine project, fits seamlessly into this broader strategy. In a crisis, it could serve as a vital landing point for U.S. aircraft, enhancing both countries' operational reach and flexibility in the contested South China Sea. This development deepens China's strategic dilemma, complicating its calculations and raising the stakes for any potential aggression in the region. The presence of U.S.-backed infrastructure makes any hostile move riskier for Beijing. Yet, this growing reliance on the U.S. is not without risks. It draws Manila deeper into the ongoing great power rivalry between Washington and Beijing, increasing the potential for the Philippines to be caught in the middle of a larger conflict. Despite these concerns, most in Manila view the U.S. alliance as essential for national security. The partnership is widely seen as a necessary shield against external threats and a way to assert the country's sovereignty. Ultimately, the new runway stands as a powerful symbol of this strategic choice, a visible testament to the Philippines' commitment to its alliance with the United States and its determination to defend its interests in the region. Pag-asa Island, the administrative center of the Philippine-claimed Spratlys, has transformed from a remote outpost to a fortified base. Recent upgrades, like a new beaching ramp and a 3-kilometer runway, have turned Pag-asa into a true forward operating base. These improvements enable larger ships to dock, better supply lines, and rapid deployment of troops and equipment. Plans for enhanced port facilities, housing, and radar aim to make Pag-asa resilient and self-sufficient. With China's Subi Reef just 14 nautical miles away, tensions are high. Chinese vessels frequently patrol and harass in the area. The upgrades give the Philippines the means to monitor and respond quickly to threats. Pag-asa is now a frontline fortress in the South China Sea standoff. Islands like Balabac, near the Philippine mainland, are crucial to the country's layered defense. Balabac guards the vital strait connecting the South China Sea to the Sulu Sea and serves as a rear support base for Spratly's operations. Upgraded with U.S. support, Balabac now boasts a 3-kilometer airstrip capable of hosting U.S. and Philippine aircraft. It acts as both a sentinel over southern sea lanes and a backup base, reducing vulnerability to attacks on forward outposts. From Balabac, forces can monitor maritime traffic and respond to threats before they reach the archipelago's core. The island links mainland defense with Spratly's operations, ensuring rapid reinforcement in a crisis. A network of mutually supporting bases makes the Philippines a much harder target. The Philippine Runway is sending shockwaves across Southeast Asia. Other claimants like Vietnam and Malaysia may now accelerate their own military upgrades in response. ASEAN faces new divisions as some members quietly support Manila while others fear provoking China. Allies like Japan and Australia see the runway as strengthening the first island chain and may deepen security cooperation with the Philippines. The region is becoming more militarized, increasing the risk of accidental clashes. Codes of conduct have proven ineffective as military hardware concentrates in contested waters. The runway is now a key piece on the Indo-Pacific chessboard. It strengthens alliances but adds volatility to an already dangerous flashpoint. The stakes for peace and stability have never been higher. The new runway marks a turning point in the South China Sea saga, a bold move in a high-stakes game. China faces a dilemma: escalate and risk US intervention, or show restraint and risk emboldening rivals. Expect Beijing to combine pressure, intimidation, and economic leverage to make the runway a costly liability for Manila. The Philippines and its allies must sustain this new posture, modernize forces, and strengthen alliances. The US, Japan, and Australia will need to back Manila with joint patrols and vocal support for international law. Presenting a united front is key to deterring Chinese aggression. The new runway has redrawn the strategic map, transforming a vulnerable outpost into a credible defensive position. It's a symbol of Philippine resolve and a potential flashpoint for wider conflict. The coming months will test nerves and alliances on the open sea. On this concrete strip, the future of the South China Sea hangs in the balance.